Down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. And this throw will be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Mackenzie Alexander.
Now we get a peek at LSU's Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, of course, as he gets the Bengals ready for their first drive.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Joe Burrow's sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see at length?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit.
And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the counter, punt. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And This is caught. He hits Landry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Check it back, check it back. Big time drive. Let's go, boys, let's go.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They go play action. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You got three down. Go.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. Look for those numbers.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run. So.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hurry! 50 seconds, come on! Let's go, King! King! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! He's checking credit. Jump!
First down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Mayfield flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mayfield with it once more, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
20. First down, Cleveland.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Mayfield down, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And some space here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Jump. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now the throw hauled in by Green. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. It's going to be a long day.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
First down, here's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Joe Burrow sacked.
Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Burrow's thrown to be caught by Boyd. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Tyler Boyd.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
3.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camp. Do you remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room? This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Larry Ogunjobi has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. To return it, Darius Phillips. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And I think the ball's out.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves him the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree. Yes.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 31-yard
So here are the Browns to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive first and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked out really well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
On the return, Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 28-yard line.
The draw play for Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 28.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Third and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 46 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Boyd. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. 25.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
Extra point.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the driver will get at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Complete to Kareem Hunt.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 46.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if the pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Browns.
And that that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd say the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense is good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll give it to Chubb. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense. I told you to do that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow caught right side, Tate. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I got you.
Here's Burrow. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
It leads to second and 10.
Again, it's Burrow on second and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. 19 yards they pick up there. Move the chains. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Come on.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. An out there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Now, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. That one good for 37 yards.
And the Browns.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll try and run some as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. Right side here, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on fourth down. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
At the 29-yard line.
And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. To the air again, Burrow. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way. Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Not today. Mike's 59.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And Ted's got it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hey, alert 33. King.
Following the interception, Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry.
57 to Mike.
What's that?
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something from the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
A final shot now for Burrow. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Today's final score, Browns.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cleveland, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.